Hi, today I want to talk about how to calculate volume given a function. So for example, given a function here, and then which is a line in a graphical representation, and then make this line revolving around one of the axes, and then it will become a shape, and then we can calculate the volume of it. And so basically, given a line and then while revolving, we can consider that each slice is a circle. So that basically the technique or the methodology is that cutting the volume into infinite small intervals, and then sum up the area of a circle, and then you will basically get the volume of a shape. So basically you just integral on this interval by the area of a circle, which is pi r square. So while for in this in our for this technique, our the radius is always equal to f of x. So basically, it is so while substitute f of x into this as a radius, then we take the square of f of x multiplied by pi and then integral over the interval from a to b, and then we'll get the volume. So for example, in this case, we have one line revolving on x-axis, so that we will calculate the volume by applying this formula, and then we'll easily get the volume of the shape. So let's say we in our second examples, we have two functions here, while and also we are revolving around the y-axis. So you can think in this situation that both two lines are moving and then revolving around the y-axis, that create a shape that is something like a donut, where it is empty in the middle, but you have something, but the volume is it is solid whenever it is between these two lines. So basically, you can think of this line outside revolving 360 degrees, while and then removing the volume that is equal to this line revolving 360 degrees around the y-axis. So first of all, given the two function, we need to since the volume is bounded by these two functions, so we need to calculate where where do these two functions intersect. So by setting them equal, and then we can find that these two lines intersect on at 12, 3 and 4, 1. So basically, the interval we are trying to calculate, it is from 1 to 3, since that's the points they are intersect of their y coordinates. So now to calculate the volume of between these two lines, basically just the larger volume minus the smaller volume. So that is the revolving from the function that is laying outside minus the function the shape that is revolving using the function that is located inside this function. So we can just basically just substitute two functions into f of y. So basically, since y squared plus 3 is smaller than 4 multiplied by y, so that this function is the one that is inside, and this is outside. So that we use the substitute for y into f of f1, and then y plus 3 y squared plus 3 as our f of 2, so that we calculate the integral for both functions, and then take the difference and then this will give us the function that is this will give the volume, while having these two functions revolving around the y-axis. So, and then you can think of it as the function as like as in our first example, the larger volume minus the smaller volume, and this will give us like a donut shape volume. So thank you very much.